All right, to this now. Rand Water says a power outage at its Eikenhof Booster Pumping station was affected, or rather has affected its water pumping capacity. So as a result, water levels at one of its reservoirs have been depleted. Several municipalities, including the city of Johannesburg, the Rand East, Mirafong and Mogale City have all been affected. The water utility says it's unsure when the power failure will be fixed, but it's warning that water supply to Rustenburg local municipalities could be affected. This weekend, major hospitals in the Johannesburg area were without water supply. For a sense of the situation as it stands, let's bring in Rand Water Spokesperson Eddie Singo, who joins us now via our video link. Eddie, thanks for making time. Great to chat to you. Perhaps let's begin with what many feel is the most pressing issue, and that's around the provision of water to hospitals in the city of Johannesburg. My understanding is that some institutions, including Baragwanath Hospital, Raima Musa, have been without water, or at least a reliable supply for some time. Do you envision that problem being behind us now?
Good morning, Ayanda, and good morning to the viewers of Newsroom. We had a very unfortunate weekend that we hope will not repeat itself, but things, within the engineering space to happen. Now, on the 29th of May, our Eikenhof system, which is the pumping station, one of our major one for that matter, which supplies the whole of West Rand right up to Rustenburg, lost one of the two major transformers. Those are 45 MVA transformers. So these are very huge machines. Fortunately, City Power was on standby to come and work on that. So while they were working on that, they energized the second one, which unfortunately on its own is not able to give us the full capacity. As they were working on the other one, then the second one failed. They carried on working. I must give it to them that at no point did we think that they are sluggish or moving slow. They were hard at it until they got both transformers back. So last night at around 8 at night, we got both of them running at full capacity. So what it means is that now we are enabled to be able to pump water to our consumers. Now, one of the things I think, Ayana, that is important to mention, with electricity, immediately when you switch on, you get electricity throughout the area of supply. But with water, then you start the process from scratch of purifying until you fill up the reservoirs, then you pump right up to the hills. So we can assure consumers now that we are back on full load, purifying and pumping water into the West Rand system.
When do you expect all affected residents to have their supply restored?
Yeah, the time depends really in the main on our consumers. Your low-lying areas will get water as soon as possible. There are a lot of areas that are beginning to report that at least they're getting water because the reservoirs are beginning to improve. So those low-lying areas will get water as soon as possible. And as I say, they've already started getting. Now, naturally, you then start seeing that your low-lying areas consume more, that preventing your high-lying areas from getting water. So the plea that we want to make so that even the high-lying areas can quickly start getting water, the plea that we want to make is that those people that are beginning to get water, let's not use water beyond, or let's not go back to normal as we speak now. Let's use only what we need, allowing us to build capacity into our reservoirs, allowing us to be able to supply the guys at high-lying areas. And if they do that, then we know that by tonight we'll get a lot of areas getting water. Tomorrow as well, we should start seeing even bigger or more areas receiving water. So at the moment, we are managing the demand, by our own consumers.
Yeah. Can I press you for? Yeah. Yes. Can I press you for a bit more direct answer there, Eddie? And I'll tell you why. Yeah. Many people will be apprehensive about whether or not the kind of restoration that's taking place has far enough effects to actually reach them. So all things considered, is it safe to say this time tomorrow all affected residents should have water, or could the delay be longer than that?
The delay could be longer than that again if the consumers are consuming more, but could be shorter if we hang on for a little while and allow the system to fill up. I think that's a more direct one to say. It now depends on us as consumers. The systems are back, electricity is back, purification is back, pumping is back. Everything is now running as it's supposed to be running. It is about filling up of the system, Ayana.
Sure. Very quickly, fair enough. If people still have trouble, let's say by Thursday or even Wednesday, where can they go? Very quickly.
No, I think at the moment, it also depends. If it is within the rail water system, we are available, we are taking calls so that we can respond to those. But in the space of the Joburg Water will also be responding in terms of where they will be providing assistance, whether it is water tankers or anything of that sort. So that there's that demarcation. Railwater is a bulk water supplier, supplying municipalities and households, hospitals, and all that. The Joburg Water, I think, will be filled in those questions. They'll be assisting. Indeed, we are working together in ensuring that we are resolving these challenges.
Eddie Singo, thanks very much indeed for your time. Eddie speaks for Rand Water in Johannesburg, saying that supply should be restored to all communities. What I'm getting from that is hopefully before the end of this week. Still ahead for you on the AM Report as we hit the home stretch of the program. We'll bring you the latest from the world of sports. Plus, as always, check in with what's coming up on Newsfeed AM. Stay with us.